Hello everyone and welcome to this new episode of the Lax TV. As you can see, there's a bit of a change of scenery behind me as I'm not in the home office anymore, but driving to the set where we're going to shoot a new production with Hurrah.studio. I wanted to do this episode as a way to show how we produce an esports commercial by driving you directly to the backstage of the set, meeting with the crew, and just seeing things from behind the scene. I guess I'll see you in a bit when I arrive there. Alright, so I just arrived at the shoot, and as you know this guy already, Varric, my business partner, and also the producer on the set. How's it going this morning, Varric?
I mean, it's going pretty good. It's pretty cold, but we're doing with it.
It is pretty cool. There's also like water behind us, so it's super noisy. Sorry in advance if you can't hear us properly. So the idea is just, Varric, if you can walk me through the set, how it looks like today, how many sets, what's behind us, like a bit of the setup we need to run this commercial properly.
So today we're going to shoot in two different locations. Both being right outside of Paris. So right behind us you see what we call a carloge, which is a vehicle where the makeup and the styling, how would you say it, the clothes that the actor will wear takes place. And then a bit further, we'll see a bit later, you'll see all the equipment. So we have quite a bit of equipment for this because we're going to have a few action scenes with the person running. And then we're gonna have like one scene in a small corridor, so we have to make do with the COVID, because that means we have a smaller crew, but that also means we have to be as professional as possible. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. So behind us, the first scene set up, and beside me, Clément, our copywriter.
Hi everyone. Hi Lax TV.
You're famous now, you're on the Lax TV. Alright, so the idea here is for you to talk a bit about what's behind us, where are we to shoot the first scene basically?
We are at the legendary city of Joinville-le-Pont. No, just kidding, but actually we're setting up for the first scene of our spot. And we wanted to, like, you're gonna see the spot soon, but it was designed to have like that kind of urban lifestyle vibe, where one of our actors that is getting ready now is gonna just run into that place, and we're gonna have some nice camera shots from behind, from under him, etc. He's gonna jump over. So yeah, there's gonna be a fun start, and actually I wish I was him, because I'm aching cold here and I just want to run now.
Quite cool. It is quite cool, but it's interesting. So we've been at this scene for the setup with the makeup for the actors for about what now, 40 minutes or something?
Yeah, I'd say.
How long is the scene going to last?
In the spot, maybe 2 or 3 seconds
there you go.
Maximum.
So this is the crew who's getting ready to shoot the first scene we've just talked about. So just for people to basically understand, you have the setup and the camera people that are in this small street there that we've seen earlier, and basically the crew with the director, the client, the producer, and the creative from the agency, they're all looking at the thing that get the image of what the camera is shooting about. And so this way everybody can kind of see the shots as they happen live and say, especially the director, they can decide if the shot is the good one or not. One small anecdote, I wondered how you find the exact location, the right setup for what you're looking to shoot for, and there's actually a job for this, and it's called a location scout. And I think that's actually crazy that you have a job that is to find places like this one. So we just arrived to the new scene of the shoot, and now I'm back with Varric, the producer. Varric, what's so special about the technique to shoot this new scene?
So basically for this scene we're going to have a little bit of a traveling shot with the camera following the actor. Not for too far, but enough that we need some kind of stabilization technique, which is what you see behind me. It's called a rickshaw, and the DOP will be sitting on the chair as the camera and him move towards the actor.
All right, we'll see how it looks. So we arrived at the scene 3 of this shoot. As you can see, it's still super cold and I still can't see anything with my glasses. I'm still with Varik. Varik, one question for you, for the people who actually have never attended a shoot. How many people, like what's the crew like to produce a commercial like that?
So generally speaking, we're at about 10 people working on a shoot. I won't try to count every single person, but the general crew is made of electricians who are in charge of lighting, people called grips that are in charge of anything mechanical, set up structures, and if there's movement of the camera. Then you have the makeup artist, who obviously is in charge of makeup.
He's in the truck behind us.
And actually, the makeup artist is quite an interesting task because it isn't only makeup, it's also making sure that the actors are comfortable. And you know, sometimes at night you get a bit tired and you get sweat. They have to make sure that you look nice. And then of course you have the person in charge of the way that the actors are clothed. And yeah, that's generally it. What we see behind us is they're about to shoot a traveling shot, more than what we saw before. The person in the back of the scooter is the DOP, so director of photography. Is going to be in charge of the image and making it look pretty.
Nice. Should we just wait for them to start? Maybe it's going to be a bit too long. Also, there's the actress. She's behind us right there, and she's running alongside the scooter to get a moving shot that hopefully is going to be cool. All right, see you later. And I am now with Julien, who's the art director on the agency side working on this project. One question for you, Julien. On the set, you're alongside the director, you're probably the two person who have the biggest creative direction. Who's leading the creative when you're on the set? Is it the art director that conceived with the copywriter that conceived the ads, or do you give freedom to the director?
Yeah, I think it's a moment where you have to give freedom to the director because he knows better that job than you, and you have to be humble about that specific aspect. But you change a bit the role you usually have. Like you're a bit of a client too on the set because you really want to let the director speak and to share his idea with you, but you have to remind him some specific constraints, like the commercial constraints. Or when I say commercial, I mean to show the brand and the specific aspect you have to respect to make a successful ad, not only in the image part but in the conceptual part. And then you will have to think about a lot of stuff because the director will not be here for all the post-production parts, so you will be in charge. So you definitely need to check everything, and you letting him having his part of creativity and take final decision on some aspects, but you cannot let something go without acknowledge the content you have on the screen.
I appreciate your time, Julien. I think while you were talking, everyone moved to the next scene right across the street, so I'll let you go. Thank you very much for your time. I'm again with Varik. We're in the truck where the actor get dressed and makeup, basically. And so I just wanted to have a quick final discussion with Varik. So we're about, what, half day in the shooting?
Yeah, that's about right. We have another... The last parts are going to be quite intense, and I think that's why we kind of want to cut short.
Yeah. There might be some NDA and confidentiality issues, so we're going to stay a bit off camera for what's remained to be shot. But what can you tell us about how many more scenes? We've shot 4 so far. How many more?
I'd say about 8. Somewhere.
Okay.
As I say, it's going to be quite intense, but thankfully we're pretty much in the same location. And there's going to be a lot of different type of angles, movements, camera movements, so it'll be quite interesting.
So it's like 3 p.m. and we're going up to what, 8 p.m. I think 8 p.m. And so can you just maybe as a conclusion tell once the shoot happens, so we've been on shoot all day, we have a crew of people from technician to cameraman to director with the staff here to run the stuff. What's next once the shoot is done until the video is released?
So we have to go through post-production, work the editing, the sound design, and then we finish with the color grade.
Alright, that's it for this episode. Hope you find interesting to discover the backstage of a production of an esports commercial with Hurrah.studio. And if you did, thank you very much for sticking around. And now I invite you to stay a tiny bit more just to discover the final edit of the commercial. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.
Qu'est-ce qui t'anime? Courir plus vite? Aller plus loin?
Ouais.
Mais aussi
Résister à la pression? Bien manger? Viser le titre? S'amuser? Anticiper le prochain move? Savoir se reposer? Donner de la voix?
Bonsoir à tous et bienvenue sur OTP pour cette nouvelle semaine de LFL.
Et nous entrons dans la fête de l'invocateur pour la troisième game de cette soirée de LFL. Vitality B contre Solari, une équipe Vitality.